I'm back again for another video. Alright, so last night, right, I was watching another Purple channel, right? This dude saying, well, I don't need a bug out bag. I'm just gonna, me and my wife and kids, we gonna stay in the car. Now, I will say this. Yeah, a car can be a shelter. It can be a shelter. But I commented on his channel last night, right? I said, what happens when all the cars back up to two towns and then you got 30 minutes, you got 30 miles to get to your house, right? And that's another town. What happens when all the cars is on the highway and nobody in them? Why haven't nobody in them cars? Because they ran out of gas and they had to walk home 30 miles. And guess what happened? You got your car running all day, you got the AC on, blasting. What happens when you run out of gas? Now, guess what? You gotta get the car and walk like everybody else. That's true. You got cars all the way back up to two towns. You got one more time to go. I don't need no. We know wife and kids. We gonna bug you in the car. Or you gonna bug in the car? Well, basically bugging out in the car. That's a dumbass plan. Now I will say that is temporary shelter, but when you run out of gas, you telling me that you got no supplies? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. That's dumb. You want to bug out in your car with no plans? That's stupid. That's not smart. That's the dumbest thing you ever say on your channel. And people just loving it. People subscribing, hit the thumbs on everything. That's the dumb goddamn thing I've ever heard in my damn life. And I corrected him. Yes, I did. I corrected him. He's like some kind of country bumpkin, whatever. I ain't gonna say that. But well, me, and my family, we gonna bug out in our vehicles. Okay. And I commented on his channel. I said, okay, then what happens when you run out of gas? You don't have no bug out bag. You got no gear, buddy. Well, it's not gonna end well for you. I can try to speak his country language, right? Well, I'm not gonna. I'm country as well. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm country as well. I live in the country, you know, in the rural area in my state. But he sound like a hillbilly. He sound like a hillbilly, but it's okay. And I said, well, we gonna renew the cars. How you gonna do it? If all the cars pack like goddamn sardines, how you gonna move it? How you gonna get through it? Come on, be smarter than that. Be smarter than that, sir. And I just, what I think, like, this dude, he don't use no common sense. Here's another prepper. I watched the channel yesterday. I stopped watching. The moment he says some dumb shit, I just stopped watching it. I just start. I had to stop. I had to stop watching him because this dude is fucking dumb. He's stupid. He got no common sense. I just had to stop watching this dude. Like, what kind of purple are you? I commented on his channel. I said, man, you need to rethink your strategy. Rethink your plans, buddy. And that was it. And I had to come and tell that. I had to come and tell that because don't be that dude. You know, don't be that dude. I'm gonna bug out my car. Don't do that because oh, you gonna when you see cars always back out to 2 or 3 towns. and then you got another town ahead, and your house is 30 minutes from there. Now you are 30 miles, and guess what? Your feet gonna be hurting. What happens when, let's see, okay, you do that, but you got a bug out bad. Now you got a plan. You might have to stay in the woods for a couple of nights, and then walk home, walk 30 miles home. It might have to be like that. You don't know how things gonna turn out. People do. People don't think. People don't really think, man. Thank you for watching. If you like, share, and subscribe, hit the thumbs up, click this bell. I'm getting ready to eat my breakfast, and I'll catch you in another video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell and hit the thumbs up. I'll see you later. Deuces. Two is one is none. Don't be like that. Don't be like that dude. Keep stocking up on food and water.